problem has been compounded by the fuel issue. So today we can say that it was more fear than harm, but social media blew up saying that Bamako is no longer a good destination. Companies are starting to shun us. None of that is true, it's false. No one has shunned us and no one can shun Imane.
For their part, the authorities have reassured economic stakeholders. The state remains determined to defend their interests and to ensure the regular supply of essential goods to the country and strategic goods.
Greetings, families. Welcome back once again. I hope you are well. I hope your day is good. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. As you can tell, this news is coming from Mali. A lot is going on, but you know, bad news spread more than the good ones. So I've decided to make a voice over this news and share it with you. Families, please listen. Once again, I said once again, because you have listened to about two that I've shared already, how the Malian government, the President General Smigilta and his cabinet ministers are trying very hard to solve this fuel problem. The fuel crisis that is going on in Mali, something intended to distract the government from doing good things. Families, please listen to the rest and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
Support and reassurance in the face of the hydrocarbon crisis in Mali. The Minister of Employment and Vocational Training visited 2 gas stations in the city of Bamako yesterday. Moussa Seck went to encourage the gas station attendants and citizens for their resilience. Details with Sido Traore and Sidiki Balo.
In an orderly and disciplined manner, public transport vehicles are being served safely. We are at the Corridor de Tadabougou gas station, the first stop on the Minister of Employment's visit. For the occasion, the minister took on the role of gas station attendant to supply taxis, soutramons, and buses. The gesture of the minister, acting as a gas station attendant for a day, was appreciated by the transport workers.
We welcome the minister's visit and are pleased with the state of fuel supply. I had been waiting in line for 4 days. Thank you to the authorities. It is a joy for me that a minister would come out to serve us. I have no words. I understand now that our authorities support us. They understand our difficulties. Since this morning, the police have been monitoring the situation, led by the Director General of Police. The minister's visit proves that the authorities are thinking of us. If they could, we wouldn't have to be here waiting in line. I ask everyone to
be patient. Elsewhere, the same exercise was carried out by the minister in charge of entrepreneurship, Ayeri Majo, at the Sumayaf station. Being a pump attendant means congratulating the pump attendants, the transporters, and the public for their support and backing of the actions of the highest authorities.
People turned out in large numbers, and I am pleased that the minister came to see the supply for himself.
A reassuring field visit for Minister Umu Salseko.
I noticed a resilient and disciplined population aware of the issues and challenges facing the country. And it is in this capacity that I came to convey the appreciation of His Excellency, the Transitional President Assimi Goïta, to the people of Mali. So our presence here means that our authorities, the highest authorities, recognize the resilience of the people, recognize their determination today to stand alongside the entire government of Mali to address this challenge. And we will certainly face similar challenges. We have already faced others before the fuel crisis, and we are aware of all the manipulation and misinformation surrounding this issue.
At both sites, she handed out a kit consisting of candles and refreshments while greeting the local people for their understanding and their civic actions to help overcome the crisis.
Thank you so much, families, for listening and watching. The minister herself was on the road helping, assuring them that they will solve this problem. All because of terrorists. This is what is going on. Good things are happening. Yes, they want to destroy. Some of them came under my comment section when I shared 2 or 3 videos about this crisis. And to them, They said it will get worse because our president, they use a word, I don't want to use it. I will never use that word for our honorable president. Anyway, for me, watching and listening to this reminds me of in the 80s during the Ghana revolution time. We've been through it and we came out successfully. And I can assure Malians that they should support their president 100% because they will win this war. Families, there's more about this crisis, about the YouTubers, the content creators that are sharing videos about the tankers. For us, when we share it, we are happy. We are saying that Hule victory has come. See how the government is helping, not knowing that information, the terrorists are also using it against us. So this is the message from the government to the content creators. Families, please listen and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
In response to attacks targeting convoys of petroleum products, the president of the National Transitional Council pointed out shortcomings in his closing speech of the second session in October 2025. These are people who film or broadcast images of the convoys. An act that may seem harmless but which can have serious consequences. Filming these movements means unintentionally revealing sensitive information. It exposes our families and without meaning to serves the terrorists' cause. Let's see with Garibu, Peru when filming becomes a social risk.
In our digital age, every phone has become a camera, every citizen a witness to daily life. Joy and sorrow, the sacred and the sensitive. All of it ends up being captured, shared and commented on. But by filming everything, aren't we at risk of revealing what, out of wisdom and duty, should remain protected? For some time now, a troubling habit has been taking hold. Filming and sharing convoys of petroleum products on social media, videos shot in haste, circulated without thought, often with pride, rarely with awareness. Yet these images are not harmless. They reveal more than they inform. This is why the president of the National Transitional Council is sounding the alarm.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank and encourage our brave, resilient people standing tall and to ask the government to continue the initiatives undertaken for a swift return to normalcy. This is also the moment for me to point out certain behaviors that, rightly or wrongly, expose us in some of our daily actions. I'm referring to those who film the convoys transporting petroleum products from their supply point all the way to their final destination. While some may intend to inform the people, others do so with the aim of informing the enemy. We must put an end to these practices if we want to win this crisis that has been brought upon our Malibu.
Filming and publishing these convoys is creating a breach in our national security. Because in the world of asymmetric warfare, information has become a weapon. What we think we are sharing innocently, others exploit coldly. At this rate, our enemies no longer need spies because our own screens are handing over our secrets to them. These images and viral posts become valuable maps in the hands of the enemy. Let us say it firmly then, filming convoys of petroleum products is compromising national security. It is sometimes unknowingly betraying the collective effort of a people who fight every day for their stability and sovereignty. Inform, yes, but above all, protect. Civic responsibility for our Malibu also means remaining silent when duty requires it.
And the Amata Alliance of Mali and Tanya is proposing solutions for better fuel management. This was during a press conference it organized on the theme of managing the fuel crisis through sovereignty, awareness and resilience. Aliwa Abdullahi Turi.
The fuel crisis is a major topic in national news. It is at the heart of public debate in families, on the streets and even in workplaces. To achieve better management of the fuel crisis, the Mali-Tanya Alliance organized this press conference. The goal is to inform and raise awareness among the public about bad practices related to fuel sales before proposing solutions.
This process involves creating reserves in the various regions of Mali, specifically at the gas stations. We said that today, approximately 90% of motorcycles do not use official gas stations. Instead, they use independent vendors with small bottles. So you will often find these vendors in neighborhoods, local communities, and villages. So for us, it's a matter of reflection. to find a solution so that these resellers can be supplied, so that motorcycles can stop using the stations. Abandoned vehicles, we also talked about that. Many people abandon their vehicles, so we don't know who the owners are, but they're already parked along the paved road. Traffic flow is difficult at this point, so we have urged everyone to avoid and give up these practices.
The main host of the press briefing made sure to explain the content of the joint ministerial decree regulating the sale of petroleum products.
You need documents from the General Directorate of Trade and Competition. So this measure was welcomed by the active forces of Cathy as well, but especially by the stations assigned to the active forces. The Malian armed forces are also a way to avoid misunderstandings between the civilian population and the Malian armed forces. But we especially insisted on one point, the fact of keeping fuel in our homes. It's also a way of putting your family at risk, exposing your neighbors, and at least endangering an entire community.
This press briefing by the Malian Alliance is part of an effort to change behavior for sustainable crisis management. From Karbira.
Thank you so much, families, for listening up to this stage. I know many of you are worried about what others are sharing. I'm not ready to share this video, but I got notification from BBC, yes, sharing how people are waiting weeks and they don't get petrol. They even went to the market, interviewed these market women and all that. Families, a lot is going on in other countries, but they want to increase the volume, I would say, for people to know that, yeah, things are not working out. Things are not working out. And some of the Malians are rejoicing because they don't want this government. And many are supporting them. They will win. If West come to West, Niger will help, Burkina Faso will help, but it doesn't come to that stage yet. They are doing their best. It's just because these terrorists are destroying the tankers that are distributing the petrol, the fuel, and this is what is going on. They want to wake them. And those who are happy, they should be careful. Be careful what you wish for. They should learn from other countries. Their neighbor, Libya, what happened to them. And also the fire that is about to burn in their neighboring countries. They will use this as an excuse. But then these three leaders, they know what is happening. They are well prepared. And thank goodness we have other people beside us that when the time comes, they will stand behind us. I think many of you know what I'm talking about. Right now, the YouTubers, they are calling them. I was trying to work on their video, but because of internet, I'm not getting it right. I will put it on the screen as you can see. They are also having meetings to educate them on this matter so they will know what to share, what not to share. They should use their channels to advise people instead. I will leave you here, families. Please leave comment what you think about this. And if there's anything you think it can help, one left a message that they should use air by air to supply it instead of tankers. I think that is good idea as well. Let them keep shouting, but we know what is going on. This will soon pass because this has happened to us in Ghana before. If you are or were in Ghana during those days, in the 80s when we went through this, leave comment. You are my brother, my sister. Your experience, share it with us. We used to put stones in a bag for lorries to weigh it, to charge us. So we get double charge just to get a lorry to transport or to go to where we want to go to. Walk miles, walk days. We've been through it and we became successful. This will also pass. That's my prayers for my fellow Malians. It will pass. I can go on and on, but I will leave you here. My VIPs, my kings and queens, my families, those of you who have been super chatting me, I'm away. I'm with my mom now. I need to look after her. So I'm taking care of my mom, but you will see me soon. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you for the understanding, for your support. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. If there's anything important, I will leave a voice message for you. Thank you. Bye-bye. God bless you. Credit to ORTM.